South Carolina recently became the #1 most moved to state according to U-Haul. In this video, I'm going to talk about why South Carolina has been such a big draw for people to move to, the negative implications of all the people that are moving here, how locals feel about it, and so much more. Hi, I'm Whaley, your favorite Greenville realtor. So let's talk about why are people actually moving to South Carolina? There's a lot of different reasons why. The first that I can think of is the cost of living. South Carolina is 7% more affordable than the national average. You see a lot of significant savings when it comes to housing. Utilities, you see a little bit of savings, some groceries, but the biggest savings overall tends to be on housing, and you tend to see a little bit of savings on taxes. The next reason, we're seeing a ton of job growth in the state of South Carolina. Greenville, where we're located at, has several Fortune 500 companies that have been expanding their presence here in the upstate. And a lot of other people who have been moving into the state of South Carolina in general due to being able to recruit some really great talent and the fact that a lot of people really love living in this state. Another huge reason why we're seeing people move to the state of South Carolina is due to the weather. You can get outdoors all 12 months out of the year. And depending on what it is that you really prefer, if you like mountains, lakes, oceans, beaches, you have that option in the entire state, just depending on what location you move to. Some of the areas where South Carolina is seeing the most significant growth are here in the upstate in the Greenville area. We're seeing a lot of growth in the Midlands area in Columbia, and Myrtle Beach has seen a lot of growth, and so has Charleston. Overall, the state in general has seen a lot of growth for a lot of different reasons, like I already mentioned. So what does all this growth mean? What are some of the negative implications of a state that is growing, that is #1 in the country? We actually unseated Texas. Texas has been the fastest growing state for 3 years in a row. So what does all this mean for the entire state of South Carolina? One of the biggest negative implications when you see all this growth is infrastructure challenges. You start to see more traffic on your highways. You start to see more accidents. You start to see things that you really need. You need more service people. You need more teachers. So those are all becoming issues in certain parts of the state of South Carolina. What's really special here about Greenville is Greenville has a plan. They have the 2040 plan where they're actually preparing for all of the growth. And this isn't something that just haphazardly happened. Greenville anticipated a 40% population growth from the year of 2020 to 2040. So they are preparing for this, but there are going to be challenges as you redo roads, as you expand highways, as you put in more streetlights. People are going to feel those effects. The second thing, when you think about the locals that live here, change is always challenging for most people. You know, you're going to see more population here, you're going to see more traffic, you're going to see good and bad things as growth happens. So for the people that have lived in a certain area their whole life, you know, they're seeing a lot of changes to their city, some positive and some negative, and some people react to that in different ways. The third thing that can be a concern for people is how is this going to change the culture of that local area? If most people have been in a certain location for their entire lives and they know each other and it's a tight-knit community, you bring people in from the outside, that can shape and change a culture. In a lot of ways, that can be extremely positive because when we're exposed to new ideas, new people, that can really help change us and can be really beneficial. But it also can bring some negative things as well if there's certain aspects of culture that you don't want to bring into your community. So this has been something that a lot of local people across the entire state of South Carolina have shared some concerns about. One of the things that's been really interesting as far as how Greenville has grown is that Greenville has become more of a cultural melting pot, and that's been a really positive thing overall for the city. We've seen people move here from different countries, which has brought a lot of different types of cuisine. It's brought a lot of new ideas. It's brought even new business ventures here. So overall, the community in a lot of ways has really embraced this cultural change, and Greenville specifically has really brought in a lot of different people from a lot of different walks of life. So there you have it. You've got some of the reasons of why South Carolina is growing so much as a state. You found out some of the hot spots of where people are moving to, and you found out some of the potential negative implications of all of this growth. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment down below. Let us know, what do you think about all the people moving to the state of South Carolina? Are you one of the people that's thinking about coming here? If you are, what's one of your top reasons for wanting to move to the area?